All right. So, when we last left all y'all, um, Hagurtha had just been attacked and killed, and you guys were basically there, kind of kneeling by her body, preparing to, I believe, leave, which might be more difficult than you imagine. So,
It's okay.
the any questions or anything before we kind of get into everything, or we can just get rolling?
Think we're ready.
Okay, then we'll just get rolling. Let me take us back to the map. Let's go. Keep going.
Our rage will propel us through our enemies.
All right. So this is kind of the scenario that's unfolding before you. So I kind of expanded the map. I expanded the map by adding like a really long hallway with hobgoblins at the end of it. And then to the south, I expanded the hallway for you guys getting out. So that's kind of where we're at with the time and what we're doing. All right. Any questions on where we're at in said process? Because we're pretty much just going to be rolling straight into, you know, shit going sideways.
Sideways it is, man.
Sideways it is. All right. So
Yeah.
let me go back to our active characters.
Looked like we may have been ahead of the game a little bit, planning for what we're going to do when we get out of Stonehell, and should have.
Yeah.
Planned on actually getting out. All right. So, Oakenshield, go ahead and roll initiative because we've got initiative.
Woohoo.
All right. So they are going to go first. So
Weren't these guys retreating?
there were people retreating, and then these guys all have bows, so they're shooting you.
Oh God.
So that's what they're doing. There's four guys.
Vance should have said his goodbyes from 30 feet away. This was a mistake.
Well, he was flying away because he had, drank a potion, and he can move 240 feet around. So
I'm still 20 feet up, right? Am I still 20 feet up?
I believe you came down because you were attacking people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna say you're on the ground if you're not, just so we have a frame of reference of where we are right now. So I'm gonna have them take their shots. So I'm just gonna divvy them half and half. So I need Horace to roll 3 saves, and I need Vance to roll 3 as well.
Vance, don't die.
Vance is a beefy boy, you forget. Famous
Okay,
last
I'm
words.
fine.
Alright. I guess I just do it this way. 3.
Yeah, just roll 3d20.
My AC is 2.
It's
So
2?
suck it, hobgoblins.
Okay, so
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot.
That's good.
the bowfire move goes. Oh, I would have moved them too. Sorry, let me move them up a little. They would have moved up a tad and taken some shots. All right. So that is them. It is now y'all. What are you doing? Let's do movement first. Or actually, I should have done this. Anyone casting a spell? I should have declared that, but I'll let y'all declare it now.
I'll talk before I cast the spell this round. So I'll talk to the crew. Do you guys want to run away, or I'm not casting? So
Yeah, we're running.
I'm casting a spell.
Vance is casting a spell. All right. All right. So movement. Who's doing movement? Who's doing what?
Can I pick up Hagurtha?
You
know,
can,
her,
but you will be considered encumbered now that you're picking up Hagurtha.
What does that reduce my move speed to?
It halves it.
God, 2 move?
Brother Horace, I do believe that you should just leave it.
We're not leaving Hagurtha.
So I'm gonna consider Hagurtha is on your back right now. You can well, this round you're picking her up and getting her on your shoulders. You can theoretically run, and running would triple your movement. So, but if you're running, I will say this: other things, you do not get a shield bonus when running because you're not protecting yourself. You're just hauling butt as best you can. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, that will triple your movement as long as you're moving mostly in a straight direction. You can't like do complex turns and stuff while running. But as long as you're kind of generally going in a straight direction, you can run. So you picked her up this round, so now you have Hagurtha. I'm going to mark you with a snail because you are encumbered. Anyone else doing movement?
Yes, I am. I am running away.
Okay. All right. So
Yes, I guess I'm running.
running as well.
Yeah, sure. Why
Let's not try to leave Forest.
Yeah, please don't leave the cleric behind.
No man left behind. That's what we're doing here.
Well,
Please don't leave the guy who's going to forge you new armor behind.
I guess I already moved, but should I try to get the?
Go to
No
where
man and no treasure left behind, guys. Come on. We gotta work on this motto.
I think, oh, well, I think, Thondon can grab it, right?
Sure.
All right. So move where you're moving. If you're moving. If you're not moving, stay still.
I'd also like to.
Am I able to move with,
No, you're picking her up this round.
Alright.
And scooping her and kind of getting her into a fireman's carry position.
Alright.
So you can always ditch her stuff, like if you want to, like, drop all of her gear and things like that. Drop her weapon. Drop all that. Like
The heavy part is probably her God forged full plate mail that will take
that would take a while to get off.
a little while to
Yeah.
strip. Yeah. And be
what?
sacrilege to the priest of Vulcan.
Yeah,
What's
honestly.
What's the range for a crossbow?
Really, really far. You can fire back.
The whole map.
Yeah, pretty much the whole map.
Okay.
It's really far.
That's why I thought I just double checking.
Yeah.
I think you guys are panicking. I'm gonna like blast these dudes with Omega magic and buy us a little bit of time. I hope.
Well, I was gonna fire a crossbow down too, so.
Yeah, kill them, man.
Okay, so I think that's everyone's movement. We'll go to missile fire because that's next. So go ahead and shoot your crossbow. That will not hit, so it drops a little short. Lands like right about here, and that will then move us into spells. Vance, go ahead.
I got a big old phantasmal force. What I'm gonna do is summon like spikes of earth and stone that emerge from the very Stonehell itself in a little box right here. But they'll emerge from the ground before basically like sealing the entire cube area into solid stone. Basically like plugging the hallway with stone and entubing them inside of it.
Okay, that'll work.
So
That was my
no.
plan. My plan exactly.
All right.
by the roots of the earth and the maw of the mountain.
Let me roll. There's 6 of them there. Saving throws.
So, Vance, after you do all that magic jazz on them, can you like come over here and grab my cross launcher off the ground?
I cannot, depending on how this goes. I have to maintain concentration on the spell.
Oh,
So I'm gonna like do mind juju while you guys get everything together and get moving and steal the magic pot, and then I'm gonna run real fast.
Okay.
Is that what magic jazz sounds like?
Yeah, that's it.
So there's no whatchamacallit. There's no melee. So we're gonna go to a new round. Thondon, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
oh no.
That is me. All right. So. Where is the? Wait, that was revealed.
Ah, there was a door there. Alas.
Yeah. Maybe should have gotten it to right here instead.
Whoop us. Well, it's not nearly as terrifying, except I guess they didn't see it, so.
They're gonna come out.
So I think that they still need to save versus spell, even though they weren't in the area, to perceive the illusion as fake.
But if the illusion's not touching them,
Right, but like if I made a monster over here, right, even though they're not inside the monster, like they're gonna think it's real unless they save, right?
right? So they'll. Okay, I can handle that. Like,
I'm like, they're not gonna get crushed by it and die, but they're gonna think that it's a big stone plug blocking off their escape.
okay, that I can do. So are you trying to make it like a stone, or are you trying to make it like a monster coming out trying to pull them into the walls and eat them? So I'm trying to.
It's just like it's a big stone plug event essentially.
Okay,
like
so
it's
you're-
just a wall of stone in this area.
You want a tar pit
Oh.
basically here, like in essence to stop these guys from moving. If that's what I'm getting
It's literally just filling this entire thing as if I had walled of stone to the whole thing with a solid stone plug from floor to ceiling, 20 feet
Okay.
across, but with dramatic spiky horror effects to make them look like they're being stabbed at the same time.
Okay. Let me roll the 4d. No, I am the worst saving throw roller ever. Yep. So all these guys believe that they don't have an area to retreat and go to, but
I'm not sure that's good.
Well, no take backsies, unfortunately.
I'm trying to give them a reaction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a morale check for them. They do have the sergeant there with them, so their morale's a little bit higher. And that's not good. Let no one say that I am not fair. They come out, they see that magic bullshit, and they go back in. So
That is amazing.
But I can only do it once.
So, yeah, they failed that morale check, and they had really good chance of doing it too. Okay. So, yeah, they go back in, and you start hearing the sounds of them like barring the door.
So at that,
That's amazing.
So Vance, with his fingers to his temple, Professor X style. Lads, I've bought us some time. Grab a Gertha and get that magic pot, and let's hurry out of here. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yep, streaming non-stop magic jazz.
It's called Chill Hop Radio. Beats lo-fi magic beats to study to.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I guess I'm just going to fast forward because realistically, I don't think there's much they can do here. These guys aren't coming back out. These guys are stuck, and they don't have a reason to change gears. So your plan is basically to unscrew the thing here, grab it, take it with you, and then move back. Are you guys going direct? I'm talking, there are doors here and stuff. Are you planning on doing any exploring, or are you just going straight for the exit?
I think we're not.
Exit.
Yeah, high speed exited out of here.
Straight for the exit out of here.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
do you
I'm
have
grabbing
another-
my cross launcher before I go because you know I dropped that earlier.
Do you have
Good
another
thing.
invis, Vance?
Do I have another what?
Invis?
I do, yeah. So once we get out of like imminent danger, I can whip that onto Arnie if you like.
Well, the moment
I was saying
you drop that concentration, they're going to start moving.
Right. So that's the thing. As soon as like Vance moves or does anything, then at least these guys on the right that are in Stoneface over here are gonna be free to come after us.
Right.
So
Well, let's plan
So
for
we need
way
a dwarf behind him.
Let's plan for a way to get you
I
out.
was-
As
Vance,
high road-
Vance can move like, what is it, triple speed to run?
Yes.
So I mean, I can go.
No,
This,
Oh
this
my
far.
god!
So-
Oh my god!
nice. So yeah, let's just get everybody else out except for you.
right.
Yeah. So just wondering, but how heavy is that pot?
It's, I don't know, probably like 5-6 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So it sloshes with some water in it.
Mm.
Do you want to put that in group loot, or does somebody want to hold that?
Just put in the group loop for now, then.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everyone down to this room. Except Vance.
Hope they don't
What-
kill me, guys.
What I do want to do when I was running past like this thing, see if I can like throw like an oil flask and try and burn it down.
It's made of solid metal.
What? Oh man, oh, then never mind.
It's a metal, like, embankment.
Do we have a little bit? Could Arnie like wait here and maybe float down to see what it's made out of? A little bit better to see if there's a weakness.
I'm talking, it's just like a metal. Right now, you took the thing off of it. It's really just a metal stand. I don't know what you're looking for here.
Yeah, not really anything. Just
It's literally just like a tripod in essence. You took
Alright,
the thing
I'll
off
pull
of the
back up then.
tripod. There's just a tripod there.
yeah. All right.
So at this point, we'll get to the breaking concentration kind of thing.
And away we go. My hope is that they will be slightly bamboozled and fuzzy long enough for Vance to book it before they, regain maximum shoot me in the face mode.
Yeah, I'll move you over here. I'm good with it,
All right.
actually. But they are going to be on your tail, is what I'm going to say. Like,
Yeah.
they're coming, is
Okay.
is the thing. They are. You guys don't have a huge amount of time without them pursuing, and they have the element of distance. Is the big thing.
Huh?
I know this is kind of in the middle of the thing here, but so like this portcullis that we magicked open, there's not a way to like release the unlocking spell to have it come crashing down or some such thing.
No, I'm talking. It would have to be triggered again. I just assume when you do knock, it just opens it. So like it flips the switch, or it does whatever it takes to make the door open as it normally would. And then so it did that. So someone would have to go and find the thing and pull the other direction on the lever.
All right, Big 10-4. So Vance will come running up. Ooh. Really shouldn't have skipped PE every single day for the last 10 years.
Oh, we're not gonna be doing well trying to get out of here.
So go ahead and pull your guys in right here because this is the connecting hallway. So that last one was, in essence, you're coming around the corner in essence.
I got Johan if you want me to.
Yeah, you can pull Johan on. Johan is most certainly not going to be in the front.
Yeah, I would just think he'd be the one that is most inclined to run for his life.
All right. So are you guys moving at encounter speed, or are you guys moving at like we're getting the fuck out of here speed?
I think we're just fleeing.
Okay, so you're running. Okay.
With extra special eyes out for the north hallway here, which we have already established possibly leads through that turnstile thing to more hobgoblins. So,
okay. All right. Let's do initiative.
Mine.
I think we're missing someone. Arnie, where are you?
Yeah,
minus one army.
shouldn't the dwarves be in front?
I'll just put myself on the map. Yeah, put me anywhere.
I was putting
Where
mine
else
in the
going?
back because we got people coming from the back. I could shoot my crossbow.
I want to float above you guys. I want to go on the ceiling.
Okay. You're up. I'm talking. This hallway right here is only it's got a 15-foot ceiling, so you're not like hugely above people. You're like right above
Hey,
their
line.
head. So, all right. Let's roll
Hey, line.
initiative. Let's see if these guys start catching up with you. Arnie, go ahead and roll initiative. Actually, real quick, is anyone casting spells? I want to make sure before I roll.
You guys still have spells to cast?
That's what I was figuring. but-
I do, but I'm not casting them because I don't want to fail.
I have one spell, and I rolled a 6.
Nice.
Okay. I rolled a 6 as well, but y'all go ahead and do movement. I need everyone to do movement one at a time, so I'm just going to go ahead and go from front to back. So either Arnie and or Thondon, go ahead and move. Pick one or the other.
Yes, yeah, moving over. Yeah.
And that's your whole movement?
I wanted to peek around the corner and see if it was all good, and then move further up.
Okay. So you take
Aren't we just running at breakneck speed?
I thought y'all
Oh,
were
yeah.
just running. That was kind of my thing. Like, if
Well,
you're
Yeah.
I'm floating on the ceiling now.
well, if you're doing, then how are you keeping up with everyone else? Because they're running.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then I guess I have to drop down.
So
You have to come down here onto the earth with the rest of us peasants.
No more Arnie copter.
all right. So I'm gonna say this is where you guys are moving for the round, and then the next two are Oakenshield and whatchamacallit, Horus. You guys can move.
My max move speed is 6
If you're
with
running,
a girth on me,
if
right?
you're running, yes.
Alright.
Mine's 4, right?
No, not if you're running.
If you're running, you
What?
could theoretically go up to 12.
Yeah.
So 6 regular,
No, 4 regular.
Or regular.
4 regular, then
Triple
Running
for-
is 3 times speed.
Right.
so moving here.
Okay.
Then I'm reloading my crossbow.
Okay. And then the last two. You all move it there. Vance is moving it there.
Vance kind of wants to see. He's a curious boy. He wants to see what's up too.
Okay. And I've got as we're laying in lurk. So I am going to do these 8 in the center. I'm going to split the shots between Thondon and Horus. So go ahead and do 4 shots each. Horus, you do not get your shield.
God. Oh dear.
I'm gonna lobby for a +1 bonus though, because 40% of his body is covered by a plate mail clad warrior princess.
Yeah, I'll give you cover for that, but it's going to be messing up her body if you get it.
Yeah, Oh no.
What's your AC
Oh,
normally,
no.
Horus?
Without the shield or with the shield?
Just, what's your AC?
1 with the shield.
Okay. And do you have a magic shield or no?
No, just a regular shield.
Okay.
So it'd be 2.
I tried, man.
So, Chris, you're going to get tagged twice, and Horus, you're going to get tagged once. So, Thondon gets tagged for 2, and for 5, so 7 in total. And then Horus gets tagged for 4.
Okay. Not too bad. Just brings me down to 9 health.
Halo 9 health, but twins.
All right, new round. And who is next on our list? I believe it is Vance. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Why would you do such a thing? Adequacy is my middle name. A.
All right, I'm not revealing to you whether you want initiative or not yet. Horus, are you casting a spell by chance?
I don't. I only have bless and a few cure light wounds. No.
Okay. You guys
Bless.
want initiative, so you guys can
Bless
do-
might be the jam, dude. It gives everybody in the box the +1 or whatever.
Yeah, but then Johan won't have it.
Yes.
Wow.
Poor Johan. The All right, so movement. People can do movement at this point. Let's go ahead and do Thondon and Horus. Let's do movement.
But this is the stills we gotta go to, right?
The stairs you came
No,
up is this.
these
These
are
are
the
stairs that
stairs.
go down.
Down,
So
okay.
if you want to
Oh.
keep going further down, you can go there. But if you want to go back up to where you came from, you got to go there.
We gotta go up here, right?
No. Up is here. Down is
On the
here.
left.
So
Oh,
Could I cast darkness? I know it's a little late, but I guess I'll do it next
Go
round.
next round. Wait, hold
you
on.
can throw a darkness pebble,
That's true.
and that's not a spell. That's just doing stuff.
That is correct. That would go in the missile action. Hold on. Let's go. Wait. Stop. All right. So you're moving out. You're running over there. Is that correct?
yeah.
Okay.
That's the way up, right?
Yep. So.
Okay.
It's so weird that I can't grab your miniatures. I hate them.
So right here is 10, where I was.
10? Oh, 10 squares.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go 1, 2. I need you to roll 2d6 for me.
Oof.
I need you to go back to this square.
Which one?
This one.
I'll make it. This one?
Above it, 1. Okay. Just stay there for now.
You got
who else?
tagged. I'm
Go with him. I'll I'll go neck and neck with him.
I'm trying to move up behind the pillar to get cover
All right.
up here.
Horace, roll 2d6 for me.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Good rolls. Good
And
rolls.
roll 2d6 for me as well, Chris.
All right.
Okay. Next. Anyone else moving?
Yeah, Arnie would like to move up to here because it seems as though their range is there.
Oh, they shot all the way back here last round.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd suggest getting behind the pillar with me.
I'll use who is that? Oakenshield? I'll use Oakenshield as cover.
I'm talking if you actually want to use him as cover for a cover bonus, you'd have to move up behind him. He's short, remember?
Oh.
You're tall. He's like...
I'll move there, but I would like to throw a pebble.
Okay,
Remember, that is a 60-foot radius.
it does.
Yes.
All right, and...
You need to throw it a very, very far distance.
Arnie is very, very strong.
Why can't I
Man,
grab anything right now? Am
stupid.
I on the wrong layer?
You're on the wrong layer.
That's why I can't grab anything. All right, he's going to move up to there. Vance, are
Oh, that's
you
why.
doing any movement?
Probably ought to. Although if I'm seeing my colleagues be peppered with arrows. How likely is it that I can do the Dirty Harry? Did they fire 6 shots or only 5?
Well, I will say they have crossbows, so they have to reload.
Vance is gonna take. Vance will
not-
take a chance.
Not all of them, whatchamacallit, fired. So I only fired with the 8 members in the center.
Okay.
They're pulling lines.
Yeah, I think.
Do we need to teleport? Because I can teleport us. It just... We won't have a good time. Like, we will be in a very bad situation.
How bloody and weepy are my dwarven colleagues looking?
I got 9.
Bloody.
I have 15.
9.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would heal them, except I don't have a reliable heal system at the moment.
Yeah, and your hands
I
aren't
do
free.
have it.
Your hands need to be free to cast. You're carrying Hagertha.
Oh yeah, that as well. Okay.
So are you staying still, Vance, or are you moving?
I'll go ahead and I'll move up. I'm gonna try to get cover behind the pillar here.
Roll 2d6 for me.
I don't want to do it.
I mean, you have an actually good armor score.
Right in the liver.
So
Oh.
you're stopped right there. All right. So both Vance and go back to the GM there. If you look underneath you, call troops. Call troops.
Son of a whoa.
Oh no!
I got.
So you guys
And you,
basically
like-
run, and that will cut your movement in half.
My
It's-
strategy against us.
So you're basically stopped right there as you're stepping in all these things. It doesn't do any damage, but they're stuck in your shoes, so it makes it very, very difficult to move quickly. So it halves your movement.
Thanks the gods for good leather craftsmanship, but curse these hobgoblins!
Yeah, they learn quick.
So I've got
It's,
4 crossbow shots that are coming. They're gonna take 2 at each dwarf. So go ahead and roll 2, both of my dwarf compatriots.
Well, I had movement. I was hoping I could pass a potion off to one of the dwarves as an action. Is that a...
I'm probably going to be down.
So I'm gonna count that as using a magic item, which is gonna fall in the spell phase. So missiles should go first. But yes,
Okay.
actually, you guys go first. Never mind. So yes, you can pass a potion.
So, Oaken Shield, quickly! And I'll hand off the extra heal potion to him.
Wait, didn't I have that
There were
healing
two.
potion?
There were 2.
Oh, there were 2 of them.
You can just splash it on him if you want.
Oh, well then. Oaken Shield!
Yeah, as long as
Totally
it gets
not
in his...
weird!
I'm okay with healing potions. You doing that. If it's something like a potion of giant strength, you'll have to imbibe it. But like heal, like it's classic like heal potion. Like you put it on a wound and it closes up. That's pretty.
I'm gonna shake it up like a bottle of cheap Andre then, if that's what it takes.
Are you doing all 3 doses on him? Or are you just doing?
Well, if it's champagne style, then I think everybody should get a spritz. But if I'm not allowed to do that, then
we just won the Daytona. Let's go.
Yeah, you can drop like a third of it on him and only do like a third, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But it's just how much are you putting on him?
yeah.
Just put the whole thing on him.
I was gonna say, yeah, might as well just, we'll go. It's the Daytona 500 victory lap.
So you get 15 hit points back.
Nice.
How many?
15.
15.
Okay.
Mark that off.
So 15 plus 9 is 24.
I'm just saying, you better be jumping in front of those crossbow bolts heading for Vance.
Oh my!
Open shield! Hurry!
All right, so I'm gonna have 4 guys shoot, both my dwarves. Did both my dwarves roll? I see.
I didn't roll yet.
Oh, go ahead and roll. I see
did.
Tasso rolled. So, Chris, you're okay. Tasso, you're gonna hit twice.
Doesn't Tasso have a -1?
He's tried to run last round, which means he doesn't get his shield bonus, and his shield is a really good shield.
Range for their crossbows.
So right now it's a 1.
Yeah, and they're in short range for crossbows, so they get a +1 to hit. So it's-
That's
Plus,
rough.
Plus I had my crossbow. So
So you're gonna take 6 points of damage
Darn.
because they're plugging into you. All right. Arnie, didn't you want to throw a rock?
Yes, I did.
Sorry, I should have done that first. They might not be able to hit you, Tasso. So go ahead and throw your rock. Where do you want to
I
aim?
thought that, but I felt as though you knew
Yeah,
more,
that's
so.
totally my bad. I skipped it. That's my bad.
As
You
far
really
as I-
need to just chuck it far. As
far as I
far
can
as
throw
you
it
can.
in this direction, north.
As
Alright.
far as you can, or else it'll envelop all of us as well.
Or right there.
So I assume that throwing a rock's going to be 10, 20, 30. So 30 feet is about the longest range you're going to get.
That's... oh, God.
That is perfect for Arnie.
30 feet. That's like a car length and a half, Ryan. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
30.
I am not as big as Arnie, and I can throw a football way farther than 30 feet.
This isn't a football, but I'm just going off of like a throwing axe is like.
Yeah,
you know,
I understand. It's okay.
how far is the sling
Range
go?
to like kill a guy. We're talking about just yoking it. He's not trying to hurt somebody.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like how far can you fall? Like people like think about a baseball, right?
Yeah.
I can throw
That
it
back foot is
from
400 feet.
like
man.
maybe like 10 feet
And
away.
Arnie has, like, the highest strength possible.
So let's do. Well, my whole thing is I just don't want it to outrange a sling. Slings used to outrange like bows. So I'm trying to think of like how far does a sling go? If you can just throw a rock and it does the same damage, why would you have a sling?
Well, those, like, you're thinking about effective weapon range to harm a person versus just, like, yoking a rock not with intent to kill, right? Like, what ranges can I precisely hit somebody in the eye to kill them versus just like, hey, guys, catch.
All right, I'll let it go half the distance of a sling. I thought the sling was a little less, so it can go 80 feet. I think that's
Nice. Yes.
I think that's reasonable.
Rules lawyer, and we did it, guys.
I just wanted to see. Yeah, I thought slings were a little less than that, but yeah. And I can see the argument to be made. You're not trying to kill a man. You're just trying to get it near him.
We're trying to kill a man just like in a roundabout, Rube Goldberg machine-y kind of way.
Actually, the best thing to kind of go with it would be how far can you chuck a flask?
An oil flask?
Yeah, an oil flask would be, to me, an equivalent.
They go 50, I think.
So if they go up to 50, then that's what we'll do.
Well, is the oil flask open? Because if the oil flask is open, then
It's
it
not.
could open and
You light it in like a Molotov.
yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, what is the sling's range?
Goes up to 160.
Oh wow.
Oil flask, yeah, 50. So we're gonna do 50. I think that's the best reasonable thing to do. So we've compromised 3 times now, but 50 seems reasonable.
There's your circle, Ryan, for future use.
10 squares, correct?
Could you fill it in with black?
I can. We have the power.
We have that power. Let's do that.
Could
Alright.
you fill it in with black for me?
I can't
No.
do that, but I have ideas on that, but I don't know if I'm ready to implement them just yet. But I can tell you what's happening underneath. Is really what's going to happen.
No problem. So I want to hopefully just like smack this guy on the knee.
All right. So make a ranged attack. Your dex sucks, so that might not be the easiest thing.
You don't need dex for range, do you?
Yeah.
Just a short bow.
100% you need ranged.
You can
You
roll
know
it.
what? I believe in this one.
Adequate, I hope.
That's adequate. So it'll go 50 feet where you wanted it.
Nice.
Yeah, you're just trying
That
to.
is a 60. Yeah, that's a 60-foot orb. Okay.
I don't know where the center is on this thing, Ryan. I'm sorry.
That's about right. We're gonna call it there. I think I'm gonna move it right there. I think that's about.
I'd like to. Can I move as well?
No, because this is the same round that you moved.
Okay.
This is that same round. So, get your hit points back, because they wouldn't have been able to shoot because they can't see.
You're welcome.
Wait. Are we leaving them with a dark shot?
We got bigger problems, man.
Hey, I can run.
Listen. They've already used caltrops on us after one time of seeing them in action.
They didn't. See
What do you think
caltrops
they're
in
gonna
action.
do with the dart shot?
They didn't see caltrops
I mean-
in action.
Well, yeah, I used it against their lions.
Oh, you did. I forgot about that. But I thought I was remembering the troll. They knew about caltrops before you came along. It's
I
kind of
know, I know, but like, they're quick learners.
I suspect it will come back to bite us, yes. But, or we could die right now.
Like, couldn't only see it through the darkness, or no?
Yeah, he can.
Yes, and I would like to, in the future, since I can't do it now, run over and try and grab the thing that's on the floor.
Okay. We can attempt to do that.
Don't you have one more dark shot, Arnie?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. So let's do initiative again, real quick. Who's next? Horace, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, that's a D6, right?
Yep. All right.
That's decent.
Y'all can go ahead and move.
Yeah, I'd like to go over to like where the thing is.
Okay. You are next to the stone.
All right, sweet. I'd like to slam down the darkness with my sword.
You can't move and do that because that's casting a spell.
All right, I'll stand here then.
Okay.
Is he like right up against the enemy?
But they think I'm one of them, right? I look close enough.
They can't see anything.
Yeah.
Well,
Where are the rest of y'all moving?
One.
Half movement, right?
2, 3, 4, 5.
if you got caltropped,
If you
yeah.
got caltropped, only 2 people got caltropped. The rest of y'all went through the spaces, but you didn't roll to get caltropped. You only get caltropped on a 1 or a 2.
So Vance will do a full run.
All right, moving up the stairs, moving up the stairs. Johan
Yeah.
will move
Yep,
up the
me.
stairs. Are you moving up the stairs?
Yeah, same here.
Okay. I am rolling. So, this round basically they get very, very, very quiet, Arnie, and they're all like, you can tell since you can see they all have their eyes closed, and you hear them talking in Goblin. So I don't know if
Wow.
you speak Goblin.
We can understand
not?
Goblin.
You guys are running up the stairs. Arnie is by himself. So,
I do not speak Goblin.
okay. All right. So next round, Arnie, since you're the only one there, I'm going to have you roll initiative.
5.
And I assume you're casting your darkness spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Quietly.
You can't cast quietly.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna throw this out here. I can make literally infinite of these rocks.
I
So
know,
if
but we don't
lose
want the
one-
enemy to get them. We don't
Yeah,
want the enemy to
I
get
really
them.
would. It's like a level 2 spell, guys. I'd rather keep Arnie than Arnie die trying to get this thing back. So I'm just-
Go ahead and can you move the dark sphere because y'all aren't here. So since you aren't here and Arnie can see, that's the thing. I think I moved
Now
it.
I can take the darkness off of it. How about that?
Yeah, that'll work.
Click.
I have a guy missing. I don't know where he went.
He was consumed by the darkness.
Don't
It
worry
is
about it. It's fine. It's fine.
It is known.
All right.
It's fine. The darkness just claimed another. It's fine.
you know what? I'd like to actually. Yeah. I'll
Why don't you just grab it and run with it? Like,
Because damage, bro. All right. I'm
already said
debating.
You already said you're a casting man.
Okay.
And so they basically, as a unit, march in formation straight forward.
oh no.
And then they run into you. And the guy that runs into you, like, says something in Goblin.
Can I
And
move?
You've got, no, you're casting. Like, you're casting a spell at this point. Like, that's what you did in the beginning of the round, is you cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that was your round. Their round was moving up. They bump into you. And now they're going to engage in melee, which means they're going to try to grab you. There's 3 dudes there, and they're going to try to grab a hold of you very much. So that's their thing.
That'd be a
What
strength.
is your unarmored AC?
Probably the same as my AP now.
No, because you have armor. You should have unarmored on your sheet.
It's right next to the AC. It's under your HP.
Looking for it.
It's absolutely abysmal.
It's 4.
It's
Right
what?
now. 4.
It can't be 4.
Yeah, that's your AC. What's your unarmored? It's right next to your
Oh,
AC.
10. Unarmored is 10.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be abysmal. Didn't know it was that abysmal.
All right, so
Nice.
go ahead and roll 3 attacks against yourself. They're trying to hit 10 because your armor's
For
not taken into
D20?
account because they're
Oh no.
not.
1.
So
Oh.
so the 8 definitely hits. You are grabbed. You are definitely grabbed. Now next round you can try to break free. Is the way I'm gonna do that, and you're really strong, so it won't be incredibly difficult. But you know, it all depends on initiative. If they get initiative, a lot of these hobgoblins are gonna pile on.
Hmm. Oh, did I get the spell off at least?
Yeah, your spell went off. There's darkness. Now there's a double
Hey.
darkness because the stone is still on the ground, and your darkness is there as well. So there's a double.
Oh, could
darkness.
Imperious bite him? The venomous snake that I have? Since he's grabbing me?
That could be part of the action this round. I am totally fine with that. But we have to determine initiative because that's important. So go ahead and roll initiative, Arnie. Because once again, it's you. I got a 2. You got a 6.
Look at that guy.
Hey.
So, are you going to try to break free? Or what are you going to try to... Are you going to try to retreat out of there and get out of there? Like, what are you going to try to do?
You gotta float.
What?
Break free and float.
You're going to
Float
break
up.
free and go up? Like,
Yep.
that's activating a magic item. So you can either break free and try to move away, or you can activate a magic item and try to float up. But you're not going to be offering much resistance.
I will.
Could he break free, grab the stone, and retreat? Or no?
No, those are a whole bunch of actions.
Uh,
Right now, you've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 12 hobgoblins bearing down. They're starting to fold in. Like, this guy's starting to wrap around, like, towards here and stuff. Like, it's like they're
All right.
trained
I would like.
by the military to be able to do maneuvers.
Yeah. Break free and I guess move away.
Okay. So what we're going to do is an opposed strength check. So I'm going to consider the hobgoblins to have a strength of 12. I think that's reasonable. So it's going to be, kind of highest D20 roll without going over your strength. So go ahead and roll a D20. I got a 7, you got a 15. So you are able to break through and break off. So you can move your your tactical retreat distance away, which is 4 squares. If you want, you don't have to.
Yeah, I couldn't float up. No, I couldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Yeah.
Okay. And since you can see on their turn, this guy goes to here. 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 And this guy goes to here. And these guys are pulling up behind it.
oh, there's the guy.
There's the extra guy. You're gone now.
So
Um,
they're
and you hear
surrounding
them.
the.
You see them kind of
right.
waving their hands in front of themselves as they're trying to, like, in essence, grab something that they believe is possibly there.
I'll tell them in Common.
You-
This is the day that you almost caught. Omnipotent Evil God. And we'll run away.
Okay. Okay. So
You literally just sent them on us, and I hate you for it, but I love that.
all right. So y'all are able to start moving your way up the stairs.
So all that rubble that was in that room, did they clear it out?
What rubble?
We cleared it
The
out with the
rubble-
magic spell, remember?
Yeah.
Well, we moved it to the side, but like, oh,
Oh no, where'd the
Oh, whoops,
music
wrong.
go?
Wrong room. Wrong floor.
that's not the right foot.
This looks much more depressing. That's accurate.
That's
Yeah.
where you guys were. Whoops. Boop.
Right.
Yeah.
Up one more.
One more. Now, what? Lingerie, home goods.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. So, we're all in agreement. Fly, you fools, fly, right?
I think that is the order of the day.
If you'd
Yeah.
like me to fly, I can. I can run across the scene.
So, are you guys just booking it? Are you guys trying to make it back to the camp?
I think we gotta head back to the bandit camp. Yeah.
Actually, when we get here, I'm just gonna like, stop by the kobolds and say, if a bunch of hobgoblins come through here, can you just distract them for like a few minutes? I'll pay each of you 5 gold for it.
They look and they're like, if what did the what? Who? Yes.
The hobgoblins, they come through here. You
Yes.
guys distract them.
Sure. 5 gold though.
5 gold each.
Each. 5 gold each. And like
Yeah.
you see them all with their hands out. There's
I
a
know
lot of
this
them in
probably
this-
won't.
After.
After. Yeah.
After what?
After.
Guys, we
Oh well. Whatever. Screw it. Screw it. Let's just run. Let's just run.
if you threw down a 50 gold pouch in the middle of the room, they would be scrambling over it and distracting the hobgoblins with their antics, I bet.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a 50 gold pouch right in front of the dwarf.
All you gotta do is like dump it on the ground, like jiggling, jiggling, jiggling.
Yeah, pretty much that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, it's exactly what you thought. Like it's near Bloodsport. So, like, there's 10 kobolds in there with 3 of them behind there's 3 more behind the gate. You feel the one dude's like shaking the gate, like let us out, because it's locked from the outside. And they're like let us out, and like 10 of them are in the middle. You know, they're like throwing punches and haymakers and stuff like that. At the actual gate itself is Black Mantle, the lovely lady shadow elf that you met before, and she's just like shaking her head, and she's like looking over. She's like, "See what I mean? You guys upset the apple cart," and then like she ends up heading back into the door on 19 as y'all take off.
Listen, lady, we don't have time for your fruit-based metaphors. We gotta go.
This is amazing, and I just spent 50 gold on distracting hobgoblins.
At what cost glory, man? You gotta spend money to not die.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make it back to the bandit camp.
Oh, that easy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking. You know the way there, and you're hauling ass. It's only going to take you a turn, maybe 2. I was like, you move triple movement, so you normally move 6, so you're moving 18 squares a turn. That's pretty. That's a lot.
You
So, might
forgot
take-
about me.
What is it? Oh, with the, I assume you guys spend a minute just pulling call
Yeah, we can
traps out
take
of
a
your,
second.
just like pull call traps out. I'm talking call traps are a problem in combat rounds. They're not really a problem in combat turns. That's kind of a thing. So, all right. So I will let y'all make it back there to the camp. Realistically, what is your plan from here? So to give y'all a frame of reference, it is
Been like 20 minutes since we left triumphantly the morning.
yeah. It's
Now
really
we're back
that,
with 2 dead, 20,000 gold, crossbow bolts sticking out of us. Our
well.
mascara's running. We're covered in healing potion.
I
It's-
think this entrance is a bit of bad luck.
It's getting towards noon on May 19th, so which is tomorrow. So, um,
It's almost my birthday.
so it is. It's you guys are here. What is your plan?
I think step one is to probably sheepishly mumble about best laid plans going awry as the thieves look on to us flabbergasted that we've managed to kill 2 of our friends in 4 hours.
No, the other friend was like 2 days ago because you guys came back and rested for like a day or so. So
Oh, right.
it's
Yeah.
been over the course of like 2 or 3 days.
Listen,
of
this
them-
doesn't normally happen.
A lot of them like don't even chug it. I'm talking. Most people don't go into Stonehell like because people come back dead or not at all. So they're just kind of like. But you did come back with a lot of money, so that's a thing. So that's always commendable in their book.
Well, I think the lowest hanging fruit would be to see if any of Zerl or like his assorted woodsman, thiefy, outdoorsy shenanigans types have any kind of lead on where the. Are we going to try to do the Dwarf Kingdom thing?
Yeah, we gotta try the. I feel like the dwarves would have the highest chance of reviving someone. The elves, they, this may just be my opinion that dwarves are better, but I honestly think the dwarves would have a higher chance of reviving someone, and they're dwarves. They could be stalwart allies.
Why don't we do rune casting McMagic thing, and you can query the god of yourselves or yourself and the dwarves, and with like, should we seek
Yeah, I
the
can
aid of
ask them.
dwarves to revive our fallen comrades, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also, if it's okay, Ryan, with you, do 2 of my first level spell slots with the things that basically make corpses not rot for 10 days.
Okay, you can. You'd
Yeah.
have to wait till the next day though, because you have to rememorize spells, and you didn't have your rune spell memorized. Your first level.
Oh, okay.
So you would have to rememorize spells if you want to do that. If you talk to Zarel, he's like, I don't really know the the dwarves. I'm like, they keep to themselves. They are very insular.
Do we have a rough idea
I know what the dwarves
of
are.
even like a 20-mile radius, or some area where we think
Yeah, we
they
have a
could
rough
be
idea of where they are.
based on the survey maps from Iron Guard?
Hold on. We'll pull you up to the map of Eric.
Yeah, we have a rough idea of where they are.
You have
Just
a rough
like,
idea. I'm talking 20 miles would be 4 of these hexes. So you know that they're like roughly in this kind of an area.
On the south side of the mountain or in the woods?
Not
They're
in
in
the
the Moon
woods.
Peaks.
They're in the where it says Moon Peaks. It's closer to that.
Like the approach is on the not woodsy side.
The you don't know that. That's what I would say. You know that I'm talking. This is at least 10 miles worth of mountains. This is
Okay.
10 to 15 miles of mountains, like in this general area. I'm talking. It could be closer to one side, could be closer to the other. You're not sure.
Do we know how elfy the Weirdwood is based on our esteemed former and current, I guess, former colleague, current friend, Ryfon?
He did mention.
We could
Ryfon
we could
mentioned
talk.
that the Weirdwood does have a couple elves that still occasionally patrol it, but for the most part, all of them have retreated back to the Thornswild.
Hey, did the Ents in these woods ever tell us about any brethren in the Wormwoods?
They did not.
Ah, okay.
Hey,
So
fellas,
one reason why the elves may be a good choice is
I know what
they're good at regeneration.
I know what the
Say
dwarves
your
are.
arm got
Fellas.
crippled, they could chop it off and give you a new one.
Oh, okay.
But can they regenerate a whole person?
I think the elves have probably more powerful sorceries than the dwarves.
Fellas,
But
I'm just-
are they likely to share them with us? I don't know. Are the dwarves likely to share them with us? I don't know.
I think.
I think it's more likely that the dwarves will share it with us because we have 3 people who worship their gods.
That's true.
What were you gonna say, Tazza?
I
Not
do
only
find it
that,
funny how
but-
like all of y'all are talking about the dwarves while not actually talking to the 2 dwarves in your party. Like, I'm sure the dwarves will do this, right? Like, because
I was still just want to say that too. I'm like, we do have 2 dwarves in the party, which, as dwarves, we know the culture, know kind of like the how they think. So
they do know how they think.
And they raise people from the dead.
Fellas, I know where the dwarves are.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, you do?
Why'd you let us talk for so long then?
I kept trying to cut in, but you kept talking. I kept mentioning it to you. But
Oh, we're terrible. We're terrible people.
I thought you were whispering something to your child. I'm sorry.
no. I was just like, he's just trying to like, oh, I know. Oh, okay. You're okay. No. Oh, no. All right. I
Arnie thought you were thanking us just for our good work.
I'm from
saving you.
I'm from the peaks. I live there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Know where it's at.
Sweet. Want to take us there?
I can lead you there.
Yeah, please.
It's not a problem. It's a bit of a walk. I'm talking.
We have time.
We can.
Yeah, we have tons of time.
We have a week of time.
If you got, I'm talking. You can go down the mountains, go through the Weirdwood, and then back in, or you can go straight across the rocks. It's up to you.
Which one's safer by your reckoning?
and quicker.
Hold on. I think which one is safer for the larger people reckoning?
You got your wee ponies and horses. I'm talking. It's 6 one way, half a dozen another. I'm talking. It's easy for a horse to twist a leg going through the mountains, but it is a shorter route. Either way, it's gonna. But if you go through the forest, less chance of hurting something, and you can probably get there a little quicker because the horses won't be as bound up. Plus they can graze. But either way, it's taken us at least a day to get there. We'll be camping
let's
out.
take this.
We'll be camping out overnight.
Let's
The Moon Peaks have a tendency to be pretty crazy dangerous, but the weird wood isn't exactly pleasant either.
Well, let's take the forest way still then,
I
since it's the
think we
safest.
should do the forest.
Since we're going through the forest, Arnie would like to use his book, pull his book of herbs out, and look for some herbs that are special or something.
Are y'all gonna set out the next day, or are y'all like we're headed out right now?
You guys want to just head out right now, or do we want to wait a day
Yeah,
and let me actually like make it so that they don't rot?
Well, you can cast that on the road.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say though that I think that a couple folks are a little bit low on health. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we set out, who needs heals?
I think after the potion, I think I'm good.
Thondon?
I'm at 15 out of 28. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give you a heal.
I got
Okay.
24 out of 30. So,
You take 5. You get 5, Thondon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Hold on. Roll a d6 gauge because you still have a concussion.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I forgot about that. Okay, it's good.
Yep.
Who else needs heals?
Don't you need shot there, Gage?
I do, but I'm just looking out for everyone else first.
I'm at 12 out of 16, so if you have fewer than 12 hit points, then take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 1 if it. Nope, not that one.
Burn that spell.
I still have 1 more, right?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's 5. Okay,
Well, if it's a day's ride or so,
You're gonna. He said either way, you're gonna have to camp out overnight. Like the forest is quicker, but it's a longer route to get there. The mountains are shorter, but it's a harder ride to get there. So, like wood slow your movement by a third, mountains slow it by half. So that's part of it.
all the horses being able to graze and not, tripping and dying or whatever is an attractive proposition in my book.
Yeah, the horses
Plus,
have some problems.
there's this little guy right here. I just as soon go. I'm gonna go this way instead of this way. Just throwing that out there.
So
it's an option.
So go ahead and Vance, are you preparing your standard set of spells?
Let me take a look at the old book ski here.
And go ahead and prepare your spells, Horace, that you're planning on having for the next day.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And everyone will gain 1 hit point because you guys rest overnight.
Random encounter.
If anybody needs it, I've got healing salves for the curious.
I'll take 1. How much do I heal then? At sleeping with healing salve?
You're not doing a full rest, so you get a D3. You're resting,
D3.
but not a full day's rest.
Well, if it's out of combat, is it a +1?
No, that's when you do a full day's rest. Like you get a little extra.
What? Okay.
1, isn't it? That was a waste of a healing salve.
Yeah. Well, it's 1 hit point.
It happens.
It
The
doubles.
advanced little juice one.
Arnie also has 3
Man.
healing salves for you guys if you want one.
I think what I'm gonna be taking are the 2 spells I wanted to take so that our compatriots, don't rot.
Okay. So
And
you do 2 spare the. It's not spare the dying. What is it? Something like that.
Gentle repose is what it's called in modern.
Yeah, gentle repose, which I'm fine with. It's a very flavorful spell. It's not like game breaking.
I'm gonna take, I guess. I'm gonna take a bless runes and interpret runes.
Lesson interpret.
So I had an invisibility left over from the day that shall not be named, which if Arnie wants, he is welcome to. I'm not hearing no, so Arnie wakes up invisible whether he wants it or not. And then I'll re-prepare it. And I'm actually going to get... I'm going to sub Magic Missile for Detect Magic, Brian.
Okay.
And I would like to detect magic. That gives me 20 minutes of woo-woo. A, on our various accoutrements and things that we have picked up along the way to see if I missed any magic items. But B, I would like to see if there is any residual necromantic magical energy on the dead bodies of our friends other than the clerical magics of Horus, because I'm concerned with the rumor that says if you die in Stonehell, you come back as a zombie and eat people.
That is a good thing to be concerned with. They don't have any residual magic that you can detect beyond the preservation spell that Horus put on them.
What about magic I can't detect?
That would be a problem.
I would like to detect that, please.
So, let me take a look at all the items. Do you have any items in particular you're looking at? Because I'm looking over stuff like to see if there's something that the only things I'm seeing is you already know about the wand, and the cloak.
So we know that
the potion is definitely there. The sword is, that you gathered, that Arnie gathered up. It's definitely magical.
Right. So the only things that could be magical that we may have missed would have been the necklaces, the gems, the chieftain's platinum circlet.
No. Those are all just treasure.
Oh, that's just regular. Okay. I am fairly certain that the vase is a decanter of endless water.
It is. So.
Is there a command word etched into it so that I know what magic thing to say, or can I examine it?
You pull the cork.
Pull the cork.
Pull the cork and it goes.
All right.
Who holds that? Because it could be very useful in certain people's hands.
Vance is going to hold on to that, I think.
Okay.
Not that I really want to keep it for myself, but everybody else can stab guys, and Vance is kind of useless once he runs out of ammo. So now he's going to have a fire hose.
So, what is it, Vance? You also have now answered one of your big questions.
Well, yes, but are they really that stupid?
What?
Are they that dumb?
For what?
To use their only water supply, right out in the front where we're gonna get it? They have to have more than one.
What is it? It's a tool. I think the way I would look at it is it was a convenience. Now there are other places to get water, and things like that. Now it's just more difficult.
So again, we've upset the apple cart.
Well, we've done a huge blow to the hobgoblins. Ultimately, we were wondering, how are they getting water? What the hell? And this thing, you open a cork and infinite water comes out, fire hose style. So they were gonna use it it was on a swivel, so they could blast us with a fire hose and push us off that bridge.
But
darkness steered them too fast for them to be able to kill us and drive us into darkness and die. So now we got a magic pot that shoots water, and they don't have an infinite supply of water anymore, which is nice.
But now we have an infinite supply of water.
Which means Vance is taking a bath every day from now on.
A shower. You just ever so slightly uncork it, and it just has a shower effect.
Johan's gonna have to carry a giant copper tub. Vance only takes hot water baths.
So,
Johan, more firewood.
I will say this: your horse riders will tell you that they're willing to take stuff back to Ironguard for you if you want, but they're not going to go towards the Weird Wood and that far south. Like that was beyond their paycheck. Is really their thing.
So if we pay them more, will they?
Yeah, toss them a few more coins.
I'm talking. How much more are you willing to pay them?
We
How
paid
much
them
do we
double
pay
from
them?
the outset, I think.
Yeah,
What did we pay them? Yeah, okay, double.
they're.
Or maybe it was like 1.5. I don't remember.
It was 1.5, and they're like, I'm talking. It's a big ask because you're asking them to go pretty far south into like creepy territory, at least by their, by the civilized.
They're risking their
nations.
lives.
They're like, yeah, we'll, yeah. But they would be willing to take stuff back to Ironguard for you.
Yeah, last time we played that game, 4,000 silver disappeared.
Yeah.
That silver actually didn't disappear. What is it? That's the silver that part.
Your army.
Yeah, to help
Yeah.
your army. Like that, a lot of that silver went to the Toad Mother. Money well spent.
Arnie,
Well,
Well, we paid them. What are they? Light horsemen. So we paid them 15 gold apiece, I think, for a month of work. Like we contracted them for a month, and there's 8 of them or something.
there is something we could do.
I mean, we could pay them 15 gold for just going with us this one time instead of just the month.
No, what I mean is, one of us goes back with them. Make sure they don't, steal anything.
Gage, you keep trying to get Horus back to Ironguard. But, like, if we ever needed a cleric of Vulcan, now's the time, dude.
Yeah, fine.
You're going
Okay.
to the halls of your god.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay.
So, let me give me a second. I'm going to roll a loyalty roll for them. Let's see how they are. So, yeah, their thing is like they're very kind of neutral about it. They're like, listen, like it's really creepy down there. Like we kind of were cool with escorting you to this location. It's near Bogtown. We could get there really quick if we had to. Like if things went really sideways. It's a big ask. Like we're headed out into the unknown. Like this is getting really far from territory. And that's the way they'll put it. Like it's a big ask. They're also looking at that big old pile of treasure you brought back.
Right. Listen,
You want to double their salary?
I honestly, if they're gonna go into the unknown with us, let's give them a big old pile of money. They deserve it. It's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
And we, so what?
Triplet?
We can 50 gold a man. Not even for the month, just for the trip to the mountains, and then we'll see from there.
They will accept that they will do that. They're like money buys a lot of loyalty. So
It's 400 gold. They're getting paid in coppers, though.
there you go. Here's 6 million copper. It's really
So
good. Depending on where you go.
Yeah. So what is? There's 8 guys, right? So 400 gold.
Yeah.
For math's sake, I'm gonna pay him in silver. There we go.
All right.
So I marked it off.
Y'all are setting out the next day, headed down the mountain. So you head down the mountain, and then you start heading along the forest wall.
Well, actually, before we rested at the camp, right?
Yes.
So I used the two spells on our less than living compatriots, right?
Correct.
Can I also try and interpret runes
Sure.
before we leave?
Sure. What are you asking?
I'm asking. Actually, let me read it real quick just to make sure I. I'd need to interpret runes to ask what I want. Whatever. I'm just gonna ask. Should we go through the forest to try to find the dwarf kingdom?
Um,
Well, like rather than the mountainous path.
it will tell you. It will be something akin to Wheel and Woe are on both paths.
Oh, that ain't good.
Like, it's basically saying like there's some positives and negatives about both ways that you go. That's really what it gives you.
Thanks, Vulcan. That's a lot of help.
You definitely get us. I will say this to give you something because so it's not like a wasted spell. You get an interpretation that that danger lies ahead.
That's nice. Hey guys, this is gonna be dangerous.
So you're reading the runes.
We're
and
not
the runes have,
we're not gonna have fun today.
So there's some danger that's ahead, but it could have great reward to it as well.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I did that.
Oh, when you put it that way.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to do. Just read the runes.
Okay, so that will work. Give me 1 second. I just need to.
So, how soon before you guys think we'll hit, like, I don't know, Silver Dragon?
Silver Dragon would be good. They're really nice.
Or
Silver
Red Dragon or whatever?
Silver Dragons are really
Colors are the
friendly
best
and
ones.
like people. So, Ryan will say this. I knew you guys were going on this kind of thing, so as I normally do, pre-roll my random encounters. And I had a random encounter for both if you went the mountain path or if you went the path for the woods, because those are really the only paths that were available. If you could think of another path, you can. But
I'm thinking Arnie hot air balloon airship.
Yeah. Hold on, boys.
So, but either
Grab
one of
on.
these things
Grab
were
on.
randomly determined by dice. They were not me. So I just want you to blame dice, not me. All right, so I'm gonna pull you in. You
How
guys-
many dragons are we fighting?
Well, generally
Undead Hagripa.
it's a D4 dragons normally. So
Oh my god.
you guys make it into what is it? The Weird Wood, and the Weird Wood is it's not like the Blackened Forest where everything is like it's very spidery and webby and kind of very Tolkien with all the kind of webbing and like this dark aura that's about it. The Weird Wood does have like kind of a magical feel to it. Like definitely elves lived here, but it's got kind of a dark slant to it, like almost like a dark fantasy in the sense of like think of kind of like fairy lore and things like that. But when it takes a bad turn,
Are we running into pixies?
so you guys are maneuvering. It's getting late into the day. It's probably going on like 3 or 4 o'clock. I want you to go ahead and pull your people in here down on the south portion of it.
You guys know we're in for it when Ryan bought a map.
Yeah, don't know why, but this does not fill me with confidence.
Yeah, I'm advanced backing up after he puts the guy.
Arnie's
Oh, yeah.
invisible, but also
Yeah.
on horse.
Correct. So it's just a horse.
Of course, of course.
I really feel sorry for the horse in this situation because that horse has to be going through some things. Being controlled by someone who isn't there.
So go ahead and pull Johan on as well. So
Okay.
you're coming up on, you're riding through the woods, and there's kind of like a light path that kind of, keeping with your idea, Billy, earlier of kind of trying to find like a worn path where, you know that the trade route kind of goes through there. You're following this kind of worn path through the woods, and you come across a large area that looks like broken down ruins, and there seems to be people that are there on top of it.
Are we meeting my people? Are we meeting rune wielders?
Oh no.
Are we meeting my people?
Guys, these pictures all look a lot more Dark Souls than Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, I'm seeing what I can only assume is undead, which I am not equipped to handle.
So
Don't know I am.
there are people up on this like altar piece here, and they seem to be doing some sort of ritual. The altar is bloody with sacrifice that it seems to be there, they seem to be completing some sort of ritual.
Are they human sacrifices?
Unclear from the distance that you're at.
Friends, recommend we cut him a wide berth. Not our place to interfere with the religious doings and goings on of people we've never met. It's a free duchy and all that.
The
Do
really
we have a...
interesting thing about them is that it's being led
By dwarf.
Can you guys see that or no?
What?
No,
I
I gotta edit it.
A dragonborn? It looks like it.
Oh no!
The lusty are
no.
going made.
Oh no!
So, and then, what is it? So it's being led by this person, and then each one of the people in the ritual that's here, one is red, one is wearing all blue, one's wearing all green, one's wearing all black, and did I miss any? One's wearing all white.
Arnie's wearing all red.
Guys,
Ryan,
this is,
I'm feeling either A, some Tiamat sacrifice coming on,
yeah.
or B, Arthurian knight of various colors type thing. Vance would know better than Billy, though.
What is it? Yeah, it's being led by the person, at the altar. There's another female besides her that looks to be in kind of clerical regalia. Most of them seem to be in cleric regalia. Like they seem to have
My people.
they seem to have a lot. This person right here has leather armor on. This dude right here doesn't fit the cleric profile. Like, he's got a big sword on his back, whereas the rest of them seem to have, like, maces and things of that nature.
I mean, we can just cut around them and leave them alone, guys, or it's up to y'all.
We can, but
Is it
they're
on-
out in the middle of nowhere doing a rune ritual.
You didn't say a
Hey,
rune
Ben,
ritual.
can you
They're just
make
doing
only
a
a
ritual.
ritual?
He said ruins, not rune.
Ruins.
Oh, I
They are
thought
in the rune.
Arnie says,
Or the runes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arnie says leave them.
Are you guys sure? Because if we don't do anything about it, bad things might happen.
Sure.
Well, Ben,
You know-
can you make Arnie invisible?
Arnie already is. Yeah.
Who even is Arnie? I haven't seen him in weeks.
So Arnie could just go up and kind of like just listen on them.
I don't know. I don't want to do that. Something tells me that they don't care about my invisibility.
I'm not going to vote either way, but like I said, my gut says some kind of Tiamat thing based on the various colors and the presence of the aforementioned lusty Argonian maid. But that might just be Vance being racist. We don't know. They could be perfectly nice,
Arnie said the same thing earlier, so
green knight, red knight, white knight, Power Ranger style thing. They might be fitting to make Voltron. We don't know.
Vance, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Should I also make a check for this being most likely clerical in nature?
It's not clerical in nature. This is memory.
Oh.
This is pure recall.
Oh,
one thing you
okay.
do remember, Vance, is the story goes that the head of all of this stuff that's happening is some sort of half-dragon.
His name I wrote down, and it is Proconsul Kendril Melvain.
The Kindrel Melvain was one of the higher-up generals, but
Oh no.
the
Did we never get the big bad's name?
No,
No.
they said they didn't give you person who gave you all that info was it Amarna? And
Samara, I think.
Samara. And she basically said, like, we just call them like the one, like, the most high kind of thing. Like, they didn't have like John. They were like, what's your name? And Pete. But I will say this, the other thing too, half dragons and stuff like that, this is not a world where like Dragonborn exists. Like, this is something you've never seen.
So
This isn't
are you guys wanting to run now?
yes.
Well, we can either, if it is the bad guys, we can nip it in the bud and save the entire kingdom now.
Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Listen. Invisa Arnie does have a lot of potential.
Ooh, Invisible Arnie has a lot of potential. Yeah, potential to run away.
Ryan, did you seriously just let us roll up on the big bad?
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
it's the big.
Did I?
Arnie's down. Let's go fight.
You don't have to fight anyone. Like,
Yeah, we just like walk up and talk to him, guys. Like it's not a murder them 100%
I
of the time.
agree.
Well,
Yeah,
if
we
Arnie
could
is
just-
invisible, we don't have to.
Well, actually,
Probably going
before
to when somebody like insults their mother accidentally, but you know we can start off on a lower level of violence.
before we do that, can I try to bless one of my runes?
you can, if you want to cast a spell, you can.
That might draw attention to us. I don't know. Depends on how
Well,
scopy they are.
what I want to do is do bless runes, and just make it so that I'm harder to hit by spells.
Okay. I'm talking. If,
Yeah.
Do you want to cast that? Yes. No.
I feel like it's a bad idea. Guys, second opinion on this?
My plan is have Arnie sneak up and listen on them since he's invisible.
I mean, why don't we all sneak up if we're gonna sneak up?
Because you're invisible.
If we're gonna go, guys, we should just brazen it out. We'll approach. We're not gonna be shifty. We'll just be like, hey, wandering through the woods. How you guys doing? Don't mind us and our 10 dudes. We're just hanging out. I mean,
Arnie
you
will.
don't mind us. We got 10 dudes.
Sure, why the hell not?
Look, if we
Arnie
teach
can just
a
go up and.
character gauge, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arnie
but I
just goes
like
to go in.
Horus.
If Arnie goes here while he's invisible, and you guys are like say around here in the bushes, maybe a little further back.
You don't even have to be shifty. Like you can just ride up on your empty horse and just like let the reins lay down, and they'll be like, "Oh, an empty horse."
I'll walk up.
Okay.
Because even if they see me, they can talk to me, and I'll be like, "Hey."
Okay.
Yeah. So if we approach non-threateningly, and if they're like the ultra big bad, then we are nothing to them, and they can like smite us with evil magic, and it doesn't matter. Right, so they'll either leave us alone or they'll kill us, in which case we'll start a new game, right? Or save scum. Otherwise, they might be able to help us, they might be neutral, they might be doing some kind of super magical, powerful thing that can help us, and there's like this random place of power in the woods. We could use a place of power. Maybe it has a resurrection rune on it. We don't know. Or we just go around. Those are the options.
Oh,
Yep.
oh.
You can confront, or you can avoid. That's your
Avoid.
two main options.
Avoid. It seems as though there's going to be combat or not combat.
Oh, we can just watch what they do.
This is the big bad. You realize this
Yeah,
isn't-
this definitely is
we are
the
not
big bad. This
We are not
definitely
bad.
is the big bad.
This is what scouts do. We go see what it is, see what's going on, and then get out of there before we have to fight anything.
Okay, then let's watch them and see what they do.
The thing is that you have to understand when to leave the table. You know.
We
All
still
right.
don't know what they're doing.
So I've been kind of dancing around it here. I vote we go around. We can come back later and try to Sherlock Holmes it and look for clues, right?
Hey,
I-
the horses that are in here, can we tell what, like, if they're war horses or just regular horses?
I'm talking not from this distance. You'd have to get closer.
Okay.
I think it'd be time to take a vote, dudes. I don't know.
Let's just watch what they do and then we'll just walk around. That's
Alright,
Yeah, I can go along with that. But with Johan, I will be at the back of the party.
Advanced vote is to GTFO. We need to turn the other way, find another way around through the woods right now, not wait for them to notice us.
I am with that one.
We could just go for here and kind of watch.
Arnie would like to
It's like
possibly.
like the entire map here is not even like 5 car lengths, guys. Like they're not that far away. So while we've been sitting here debating in non-real game time, you know,
Yeah, I feel like
that's what I got.
we should skedaddle.
So 2 for staying, 2 for going, right?
I mean, we could have people go and like sneak up and people stay back.
Yeah, you should sneak up since you're invisible. That's kind of what I'm trying to say.
You could also move silently.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarf and then play Domo move silently.
All right.
Can a
I'd like
very
to move-
large metal man move
I'd like to
silently?
No,
move silently and hide in shadows.
you
and
don't
like
need to
try
hide in
move
shadows. You're
around.
invisible, and you can't hide in shadows and move silently simultaneously. You can do one or the other.
I want to be super sneaky.
Hey, Arnie, just a suggestion: take off your plate mail and your chainmail. Just a suggestion.
What if I
Before
levitate?
you,
What if I hover?
it'll
Move.
still jingle, won't it?
Yeah, I'm talking. It can. That's what move silently is for.
Yeah. I'll move silent. Well, do I have to take off my?
Like thieves can wear chainmail and also have move silently. My assumption is that they're able to move silently in their chainmail without penalty.
Yeah, but it's
No.
harder.
Thieves can't. Thieves
No.
can only wear leather.
Oh, orcs can wear chain. Okay,
Yeah,
might be.
staff orcs can chain. But we've
Yeah.
discussed it. They move silently and chain. That's the way it's got to be played.
Isn't it harder?
I'm talking.
Uh,
I might give him a slight bonus if he was in the nude. So that would be a thing.
Alright.
I do want to move back though, like to here.
Yeah, you want to send me and move back?
Everybody gets
Arnie-
real brave. Arnie
Arnie,
going
are you
in.
gonna- Are you going to move silently?
Yes, and I'll take off my chainmail if need be.
If you want to, you can, or you can sneak in your chainmail.
I'll sneak in my chainmail.
Okay, where are you sneaking to?
Over here to be able to maybe see.
Go ahead and move wherever you are, wherever you want to be.
Can I see anything? Can I hear anything?
So, it's definitely some sort of ritual, as they all seem to be like partaking in it. It seems like they're taking turns saying things. They are speaking a language, though, that you do not know.
Can I send Imperius closer? My snake. And
Yes.
then have him come back and tell me what's going on. Or
I'm talking. There's nothing you can't. He would be able to see from there that you can't. So they're not speaking. They're not speaking snake. So I'll say that.
what's on the table?
There appears to be sacrifices. So a lot of like game animal type stuff, like like a deer, elk, kind of a thing, has been sacrificed, and it looks like they're pouring some oil on it. They're probably getting ready to burn it.
Could I see what the anything else is, like the horses?
The horses appear to be riding horses. They appear to have
Alright.
travel gear on them.
And could I see who these people are? Like what they look like and how strong they look?
I'll show you what they look like.
All right. Mm.
Yet
So that's what they look like.
But-
I'm talking if you had to pick out like beefy people, like those are the dudes that I probably don't want to tangle with. Like this guy right here and this guy right here look, the toughest. Like they look like they're both decked in full plate. Whereas the rest of them seem to be in chainmail or leather or something like that.
Hey, Ryan.
Yep.
Is this considered like Dwarven territory, or is it still like part of the like
It used to be Elven territory.
I'm saying like right now is this considered like Dwarf, like
This is-
part of the Dwarf city?
I would
Or,
say
like-
this is former elf territory. That's the best way to describe it.
Do I see anything on the walls or around? Like, I know I couldn't read it, so never mind. But yeah, I'll move back.
Well, hold
Oh,
on.
could I
Stay right there. But yeah, go ahead.
look for a like another way around?
What do you mean look for another way around?
Like the path looks like it goes straight through this. So-
I'm talking you could start trailblazing if you want.
No, but
The so you're standing there in the tree and like you're in the bushes and like you to kind of get a better vantage point because you're trying to look like you're leaning one way or the other to kind of like take a look around and like there's some crunch that happens underneath some of the leaves and the person conducting the ritual and this guy all kind of perk up like they're here and she seems to like give kind of a nod to the two of them and they both turn around and they start like moving this direction.
Hey, Ryan, I have a question.
Sure. What's the question?
Can Arnie tell what these two are? Like human,
Oh yeah. The guy is in full plate armor, like he's tip to toe full plate, so it's kind of hard to tell what he is. By his build, he's humanoid. He is not like a dwarf or a halfling or anything like that. He's of human proportions, but theoretically under the armor, he could be a half orc. He could be anything. The guy next to him is a hobgoblin, for sure. This person back here is a hobgoblin. This person is a human, and this person is a human.
Ah. Okay. Well, that assuages one of my fears at least.
yeah, I'd like to move up, like float up. Hopefully, moving silently if I could.
Okay.
Watching out for trees above me, branches, so I don't smack my head and rustle the tree.
Okay. So you start floating up, and you're trying to like move out of the way and everything like that, and your shoulder bumps into one of the branches, and it does shake. Like there's a rustle basically in the trees, and this guy right here taps the other dude on the shoulder and points to that tree. And they start moving that direction.
If we're going to shoot our shot, now's the time. I think we should probably roll up and say, hey, and see what's going on.
Yeah, possibly.
At this
Otherwise,
point,
you're leaving already there to get stabbed to death. Like, that's what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
yeah, at this point they have a pretty clear shot at seeing like dwarves that are right there as well too.
So if
Yeah.
I can see them very obviously moving up toward us, like they're 40 feet away, they're not going to not see us.
Right. That's what I'm
So,
at this point.
yeah.
Their focus was on this tree. So at this point, like, yeah, they're kind of there.
Yeah.
Thinking,
Let's
like,
let's move
oh
up a
there,
little.
travelers. We're sorry to have interrupted your private dealings. We'll just be moving around, taking the path around the circle here. No, don't mind us.
While he's speaking, I'd like to move over here.
Are you just trying to like jump through the trees?
Yeah, like push off of one tree, go onto another tree, onto another tree, onto another tree.
These guys quickly take a defensive position because that makes a lot of noise, and they're like looking around at this point because an invisible orc is hopping through the trees, and that's not quiet. You look like the Predator, you know, when it's like hopping from tree to tree and it's invisible and like shaking shit. That's you. And now they have a look of concern. Before it was just kind of like a look of antipathy. Now it's like a look of like we're getting surrounded.
Big squirrels, you know.
Hey guys, I think we should feign what the hell is that?
I don't think that we're coordinated enough to all pretend to be startled by Arnie jumping around. Yeah. I'm just. Man says open hands, no weapons. Well, all right then. We'll just be moving along to the path to the east here.
The one that looks like a half dragon speaks with a very melodious voice, and it says, "Come, all are welcome. Rest your weary head, travelers."
I'm hoping if it's what from the last campaign we did, I hope it's not the same damn thing.
It's not a succubus. I'll tell you that.
That's close.
So I'll give you that.
Just fine, thank you. You're quite the motley crew, although we are as well. I ask what brings such a strange group of compatriots out into the Weirdwood.
She kind of looks over and kind of smirks a little. She's like, "I guess I could call your group a little strange as well, too. We are pilgrims. We are questing to find old holy sites and restore them to their proper glory. We were lucky enough to hear about this site, and we decided to make a trip. We're from the east."
Are the hobgoblins from the east, Brian?
You've heard about mounting armies in the east, yeah?
Any indication from the ruins themselves to whom this may be a holy site?
It was probably... Oh, you...
Yeah, can I tell her anything?
The script seems to be Elven, is what I would say. Like, some of the...
So neither of us can tell.
So, even if you can't read Elven, you can recognize Elven. So it's kind of like I can't read Japanese, but I can at least like go, that's Japanese. So that's kind of the way it is.
Well, I do read Elven.
Okay, then yeah, it's basically what is it, Lorthandian or whatever, the primary Elven deity.
I got a feeling, just kind of vaguely from the old ritual ski here, that this was maybe not one of a restoration so much of as an alteration. I don't know how much juice I can get without actual detect magic, but
This will
Something
be,
Yeah.
tells me these guys rolling through the woods aren't exactly, bringing back ancient elven sites so much as like sapping their power for some crap that they're up to. I don't know.
Horace, give me a wisdom check.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Okay.
Actually, no, an intelligence check. This is really just like how brainy you are.
That's worse. Okay. Any modifier?
No.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So you don't know 100% what they were doing, but like the ritual seems to be some sort of like consecration. So they're like consecrating the ground again and trying to make it holy. At least for the purposes of whatever they worship.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like whisper it to Vance. Like, it seems like they were just consecrating the ground. Or what?
She'll look and
No
she
clue.
looks over in like kind of Arnie's direction ish. I'm talking. She's not like locked eyes with you or anything. She's like, if your friend wishes to come out and join us, that would be most appreciated. At least if you're not brigands.
Arnie would like to yell out, "We're not brigands, but I'm nervous."
She's like,
Listen,
you have no reason to be nervous around us. We are, like I said, we are pilgrims, and we are here to find holy sites and either destroy or consecrate them, depending upon their state. If they are no longer able to hold a solid consecration, then prefer to be defiled, we would destroy it.
Okay, I'll go and stand next to my friend.
Oh, we gotta.
Listen, we would just as soon not interrupt you on your holy mission here. We're simply traveling through the woods, and we wish you the best in your endeavors.
She's like, she closes her eyes for a second, and then she opens them and she's like, you have deep pain inside you.
Oh no.
She's like,
That's to crossbow bolt to the liver yesterday. It'll heal up.
no, you've lost someone dear to you, and now you seek the ability to bring them back. That is a noble quest.
Guys, we're not trusting this.
She's like, I could assist you with that.
Ryan, can I tell anything about this?
What are you trying to tell?
Like, if there's some bad magic in the air, like something that is not elvish in nature.
How about
You're
got
not an
more
expert
insight,
in like elven religion, so you don't know. It doesn't. They don't look. There's no elves in their party. I'll give you that. So they don't look like they're like, elven.
Guys, I think we should leave.
Well, we certainly appreciate the most generous offer, but we must find our own path through this darkling wood, as I'm sure you have found yours.
She's like, we will not stop.
Trying to edge over this way, everybody edge over this way to go around. We're edging. It's nice to see you guys. Hope you're doing okay. Bye now.
She's like, there's nothing you need to fear. We wish you no harm.
Oh.
Unless you don't wish us any. Unless you wish us harm.
Well, two parties of traveler meet in the woods and soon depart. Story like many others.
She raises her hand. She's like, well, we might be here for a day or two. She's like, if you wish to bring me your compatriots, I might be able to do you a favor.
Guys, I don't think we want her favor.
Artie could find a compatriot.
Guys, I don't think we want her favor.
Let's keep on rolling there, boys. Off to the east. There
Uh,
we go. Look at that.
so Ryan,
tasty.
I'm guessing I couldn't tell like what religious like consecration they were doing, or that it was just a consecration.
It was definitely a consecration. Like, you definitely get a strong, like, Tiamat feel from this. Like, as a cleric,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
you get a strong Tiamat feel. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're throwing down all the deals.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
As you guys are like wandering and you're getting like, you know, just out of eyesight and stuff, she like throws one passing thing like out. She goes, "She died a prisoner. According to her own beliefs, she's in hell right now."
Ah!
And it's fireball. Nah, not for real, but another wizard would have.
I mean, if we want to.
We don't. We're walking. We're walking. We're walking. We're walking.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. They let you leave. I'm talking. They don't try to stop you. So
As Arnie is walking away out of earshot, he says, "You died unrespectably. You're in hell now."
she's not lying. Like,
Yeah.
you guys were with Hagurtha enough that she probably told you of her, like, kind of, you know, Valhallish, you know, beliefs and things like that.
Yeah, she's in
She
Helheim, isn't she?
She didn't die like, you know, a warrior death. She died a captive. Like, that's not really, that's not the kind of thing that gets you into Valhalla.
Well, that answers one set of questions.
Guys, we need
So
to
many
save her
queries
from
answered.
Helheim.
Yeah, so many queries answered today.
We
Unless you're
need to save her from Helheim.
So,
If you're sacrificed, you can go to Valhalla. But she wasn't sacrificed.
so the gnome will say there's like two ways around. You can circle around if you want to avoid these people for sure. You can circle around and like head into like what is partially swamp, partially woods, or you guys can cut back into the mountains and try to go from there.
Which do you guys want to go?
That, right?
What?
Yeah, they're letting us pass.
We can't just cut like a 200-yard circle around them and go back to the road on the other side.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if they're going to murder us, then you know, let's throw hands. But if not, then
You guys
We're
could
just
travel
caught.
probably another, you know, it was getting on to almost daybreak, so you're able to get about an hour between you and them before you'd have to, like, break camp, and you're right about you'd have to break camp for the night.
switch maps for us, I think.
Yeah. Where?
So that's going to be where you're camping. So that's where I'll cut it for tonight. It's a little early, but before we get into anything else.
Shift us to the duchy map.
Yeah.
Aren't we on the Dutchy map? Oh, I'm on the Dutchy map.
No.
Shit, I didn't pull you all over to it. Sorry.
Listen, just because it's a beautiful rainstorm and tinkling, you know, lutes and crap, I'm just all the set dressings there. But
So yeah.
Yeah,
you-
can we just mentally put a marker there for
It's the soothing.
interesting?
It's the soothing tones for me. It's really good. It's
Yeah,
the
can we just like put a mental marker there that's just like, hey, this might be a desecrated altar. Thanks, Ryan.
That's roughly where your thing is. Oh.
it's a bit like The lucid dreaming tunes.
Right.
Okay.
Not too bad, guys.
I think we just stumbled upon the big bad, and she has omnipotence apparently.
It's not always about attacking everything, you see. Sometimes it's just about seeing what you're up against.
I will say this: the other thing, Billy, that Vance knows is when they discussed the person before, they spoke about it as a he, and this was definitely a she.
I had wondered that, but I had not written it down. And I'm like, am I just being sexist against big bads? I don't know.
Like so,
Vance would be, but is Billy? I'm not sure.
Yeah. So yeah, they did refer to it as he, and this was definitely a she.
Well, there could be a negative good guy she chosen. It could be a Castlevania Season 4 situation. I don't know.
I haven't seen Castlevania season 4.
I'm watching
it's
season
out.
3 now, so.
It's no spoilers, but
So, 250 XP to the group.
That's how much is
No, we
that
didn't
for,
get that.
Johan? I'll put it in.
half.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna give y'all 500. Y'all escaped the whatchamacallit, the getting away from the hobgoblins. It was actually pretty clever, good use. You got away with the loot item and everything too. So 500, I think, is a better total for today.
Yeah, and Arnie had a funny quip.
Arnie,
Solid quip action.
So, yeah, y'all managed to make it to about here. So there's a little distance between you and the other group, which is what I assume you want.
I am so close to leveling up.
Good job. What level?
Only need about 11,000 more.
Y'all keep doing the whole thing like, man, we just keep fucking all these guys up and everything. Like, y'all are on level 2 of the dungeon. This is stuff you should have done at level 2, and y'all are like level 5. Y'all are like first graders kicking the kindergartners. You're like, ah!
Yeah, and the kindergartner, there's like hundreds of them, and they all got knives, and they're stabbing us in the shins. Like, what do you mean?
When you guys have like machine guns.
Right, but
Listen.
Stealing
When
those
I
poor
forge a
hobgoblins'
machine,
water.
when I forge a machine gun, I will be sure to use it on the hobgoblins.
Arnie no like damage.
I found a really cool thing too. I'll give y'all a quick preview.
Did you buy another map?
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice. That is cool. That's a big city.
That's all the preview you get.
It looks kind of.
That's nice.
I tried to zoom in.
Quick preview, but
I
that's
like
it.
it.
So, all right, fellas, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for coming and playing and doing your thing.
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah. Thank you for
Appreciate
hosting. I appreciate it.
So
It was fun.
I will see y'all next week.